I have candidly struggled to come up with very many success stories that are talked about. I am sure that
Yep.
there are success stories when it comes to this. I have just not seen very many success stories that are mature enough that we can go through and have the conversation when it comes to this, as to if it goes back to some of those 2025 MIT studies alleging that 95% of the AI industrial enterprise applications fail, or if it's just that some groups have found a bunch of success, and because we found a bunch of success, we're not sharing with it because we think it's a competitive advantage. That remains to
Mhm.
be seen, and I think that the listener at home can go ahead and perhaps read between the lines as to what they're seeing. Having said that, one of the most interesting series of those applications that I know of, that Vlad and I have covered since, I suppose, its inception now, 2.5 years ago, is the Siemens and Nvidia and Microsoft industrial copilots and the industrial metaverse, and it spirals upward from there. Having said that, I think that Siemens in particular is continuing to invest significant numbers of dollars into those plant floor style tools. Having said that, the vast majority of those that I've seen still need the information. And so many of the conversations that I am personally having go to, hey, we would like to get to this point. And so I'm like, hey, this is fantastic. What are you guys doing on the data collection side? Or do you have an MES? Or do you have a historian of some sort? And I'd say about 80% of those responses basically come back to, we have paper and a clipboard, and sometimes we go ahead and we write, maybe 90% of those responses are, we have paper and a clipboard. So I think that there are still lots of foundational basic steps that will be needed to be completed on the Industry 3 and the Industry 4, very base level
Mhm.
blocks, before we move to the next phase of, we can go ahead and deploy. And that's not even getting into one of our sub favorite topics of, what does that change management look like? Of,
Right.
hey, it's difficult enough to get people to use tools that are being designed, much less tools that they actively believe are trying to go replace them as workers on the plant floor. You on your side, Vlad, are you seeing or hearing about any kind of like plant floor data and operations tools that can be talked about?